What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review on Pacific Rim Uprising, the sequel to the original Pacific Rim. And this one's directed by Stephen S. DeKnight, not Guillermo del Toro, and it stars John Boyega, Scott Eastwood, and Charlie Day, and the rest of the cast, and another robot monster movie with a ton of explosions. Seen that happen in the other franchise and kind of went downhill. And this should be fun, right? In this film, Jake Pentecost, played by John Boyega, the son of Stacker Pentecost, played by Idris Elba, reunites with Mako Mori to lead a new generation of Jaeger pilots, including rival Lambert and a 15-year-old hacker Amura against a new monstrous Kaiju threat, which is the monsters of from the other movie, which the robots have to fight, and everything is like causing a threat to the world, and now these heroes has to fight these robots. That's the plot of what I said about this movie. Now, I was looking for Guillermo del Toro to direct it. We know he's a great director. He just won an Best Oscar for Shape of Water. We know that he was good, but technically he was a producer of this sequel, then come back as a director. So Stephen S. DeKnight is good. He's good, but in this film, it doesn't work, and which is weird because he actually was one of the workers behind the Daredevil Netflix, and this film doesn't show that. And I don't know what happened. I love the first one. This one was just didn't hit the mark. I was disappointed in it, and I've heard reviews was bad on it. I said, let me give this film a bit of a chance. I went to this movie. Brady was let down. This was really not good. I did not like it at all. And what really bothers me is the characters. The characters in this movie, I just could not relate to them or care for them. I just couldn't really care for this characters in this movie, which leads into the problems of the script writing. We have 4 writers of this film. I don't know what, and usually I don't mind if it's too much. If it's like 3 or 4 writers of films, usually films work when it has 4 writers. But this one, it's too many ideas jumbling up, because the storyline of this movie just kept jumping, and it just didn't keep me engaged of knowing what's going on. A little bit I can tack on to. I know they gotta protect this world, and they're these robots. That could be really simple, but the writers just didn't know how to cajole it. And they didn't know how to make us influenced to be involved with the characters. Like John Boyega. I like John Boyega. I think he's a fantastic actor. From The Force Awakens to other films he had played, like Detroit. He was phenomenal in that. But in this movie, his thing is about talking about how he looks and stuff, how he think he's like sexy or something. It kind of gotten old where you're like, okay. Because I think he's a charismatic actor, but in this movie, it really got tired down, and I didn't care for it at all. And Charlie Day basically screaming out, keeps talking, and his voice gets annoying. It kind of gets annoying when you see the other films he played in. Like, hey, everybody, what's everybody's doing? It got so annoying. I was like, get him off the screen. I just got tired of him. I got really tired of him to this thing. As far as the other casting, I think Scott Eastwood, I thought he was fine in this film. I thought he was kind of fine. I thought he was okay in this film. He actually does fine in this film. I think he did kind of good for what the script gave him. So he does good, but that's not enough. There's other characters it just felt like this film was just dead and didn't know what they want to do. When we get to like the plot of how these creatures, they never gave like us where we can be up front being beside the heroes. to be on their side of defeating these creatures. It just stuff happens. That leads into the action. The action is not. The action is fine. Some of the computer graphics are not bad. Some of the green screen is kind of like a little off when you see this film. As far as the robots fighting, that can be exciting, but when you watch the film, it doesn't lead you up to that and get your adrenaline pumping because it didn't build us to liking these characters. So the action for me did not build up to the characters. So I just didn't care. I just was watching a film of giant robots and monsters fighting. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. It's a couple times in this film I rolled my eyes. I got bored. I just got bored. The characters was not investing. And that leads in on when you do a creature in a robot movie, I want the characters investing. I just wanted that. I just wanted the characters to be investing. And that just did not give it to me. And it's the story, like I said, during the third act, I kind of like got tired already. The first act kind of like didn't hook me like I wanted. Then the second act, I just like, no. Okay. Just little exhibition stuff that a bunch of dialogue I really don't care for. Some of the dialogue is kind of stupid and corny for me personally. Didn't care for it. Then it gets to the third act, I just like, okay. Robots fighting and a bunch of idiot dumbass monsters fighting again. This movie just gave me vibes of a disappointing movie because I love the first one. This one just let me down, just like another movie that happened before back then in 2016. It was, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Overall, I didn't enjoy this movie. It was horrible from start to finish. There's little redeeming stuff out of it. I enjoyed some of the characters that was in there, like some girl actress that was in there, and Scott Eastwood. I think some things worked in this film, but overall, this was just vastly disappointing to the first film. And hence, they give like little things that show us that we're getting a third movie, which I don't know why. Are we asking for more? No, I really don't want more. I'm getting tired. I don't want to see no more after this movie. So they're giving us a reason, like, say, be up for a sequel. But I don't care. I don't really need one. I just don't want one at all. It was that vastly disappointing. I hope they don't make a third one, but they are. And people's going to go see it. I'm going to give Pacific Rim Uprising a D. This was a very disappointing sequel. I wanted to see it succeed just like the first one. Apparently it didn't. And I like to see good sequels be good movies. And this one just failed. But you might enjoy it. I say if you want to see it, go check it out. You might enjoy it. If you don't want to see a bad movie, don't go see this. Go see Black Panther. It's worth your time. That's the best movie right now playing. And tell me what is your thoughts about the Pacific Rim movie. Tell me what you thought about it, the sequel of it, in the comment section down below. And tell me what is the biggest disappointing sequel from the original film you have seen in the past or now. And as always, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up. Or if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. That's why I can see you next time on Sly The Movie Guy. Peace.